The next guest is Buddy Huggins. You have the floor, sir.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm once again in front of you. We're going to touch on a couple of quick things. The comprehensive annual report form for the transparency of what's going on with the year 23 and the year 24. 23 is missing 8 pages and 24 has yet to be updated. The timeline for the state to receive it has already passed for 24. So not only are we in compliance, out of compliance with 23, we're out of compliance with 24. Now, that can be rectified. Why it matters is because the types of grants and road services are actually tied to that. If you get in trouble, it puts it like in a bad zone. We want to keep it in a good zone. And the other part of what that means is, I had a good question and now I can't see it. Okay, just a simple question. Y'all request that we was going to have a meeting, so I'm still looking for a date and a phone call and the courtesy of let's sitting down and talking about the comprehensive annual report form.
Mr. Huggins, I think we've been trying to reach you. I think Chandra.
I tested my phone today. It works.
Yeah, okay. I believe she's emailed and she's left a voice message for you. So we're ready to meet with you when your schedule is available. So if you could let Chandra know, we would appreciate it. And we'll set that time up and we'll answer all the questions that you have, sir.
Okay. I've never owned a cell phone, never had a cell phone contract, but I do have a computer and I do make YouTube videos and I am a YouTuber. But the next part I'm going to talk about real quick because I ain't got much time. The police accessibility to scanner communications, it falls under the Missouri's Sunshine RSMo Chapter 610. The public records are included for the public communications of hearing these calls unless it's exempt by security. Otherwise, it needs to be made available. All that's been cut. The county cut theirs, and now the city has cut theirs. This has been happening for over a period of years. I believe that with my intel information, that Palantir is backed and behind this.
Palantir is a software company that develops data analytics platforms for government and commercial clients, known for its controversial work with intelligence agencies like the NSA. Founded in 2004 by Peter Thiel and others, the company provides platforms like Palantir Gotham and Palantir Foundry, which help organizations integrate and analyze large datasets, a business that has recently expanded significantly into the private sector.
Palantir basically tracks everything. From fingerprints, bank records, license plates, phone logs, social media, sensor feeds, documents, you name it. It can find all your secrets and then predict every action that you'll do.
Not only in this community, but in communities all across this country. Now, I noticed that we got the flock cameras. I think we got 12 of them. Well, there's a case that's going to go all the way to Supreme Court here pretty soon. It's in the largest naval base on the East Coast. And these guys, I don't like nobody reading my tag and knowing my heat map of where I'm going. I'm going to get me some cookies at McDonald's. But every time you're dogging me, you're checking me. And that's what these guys up there in North Fort, Virginia are getting upset about. And I'm going to tell you right now that eventually those cameras are going to come down. They're illegal. And you asked a good question, young fellow. You said, will we have to pay for that? Will we lose that money? Over $200,000 and counting. Yeah, you lose it. You even got to keep the cameras. You can't just give them back at preparatory. You can't sell them. So anytime you're making deals with the devil, Palantir has not got our interest at heart. So whatever we're doing with our scanners, we used to could do it with, it's a funny word, but it stands for broadcastify. It used to be go there and boom, you could hear everything you want to hear. And when you had scanners that we actually had in our pockets, all that don't work no more. And by law, it's supposed to work. Now, until it gets fixed, until it gets working, I'd be more than happy to get with the chief of police and the sheriff, and we'll come up with a way to fix it. It can be fixed. It's broke because somebody thought that they didn't have to listen to what the law of Missouri says. We have a right to hear these. They run up and down Jackson Street. I swear to God, you can hear 4 or 5 of them running at the same time. I'd like to go to the scanner and just see what's going on. It's for our safety. It's for our benefit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay.
Peter Thiel founded Palantir after 9/11. He wanted to build a company that could help catch terrorists before they could attack somewhere. But no one was ready to invest in Palantir. Enter CIA's venture In-Q-Tel, which invested $2 million and became the first client. Palantir basically tracks everything. From fingerprints, bank records, license plates, phone logs, social media, sensor feeds, documents, you name it. It can find all your secrets and then predict every action that you'll do. That's why it's not just helping governments. Palantir offers 2 main products. Gotham, made for spy agencies, militaries, and police. It was designed as the ultimate tool of surveillance and provides various functionalities. Finds hidden relationships. Maps terrorist organizations. Geospatial analysis. Foundry, made for the corporate world. Foundry allows businesses to fuse all their databases, financial records, supply chain logs, into a single platform. Then they can build apps on top of it. Airbus uses Foundry to predict mechanical failures before they occur. When Russia invaded Ukraine, Palantir came for help. Its Gotham software took live feeds from satellites, drones, and sensors to pinpoint Russian tanks and artillery in real time. Ukraine could see the Russian units, then decide where to aim their rockets. Palantir is now even used in F1. During races, engineers use Palantir to analyze Grand Prix data, test bench results, and even minute tolerances. The goal is to decide when to push the engine, when to pit, and how to get out extra speed. But all is not well. In 2012, Palantir partnered with New Orleans police to predict crimes before they happened. It went through NOPD arrest files, gang affiliations, and then flagged a list of high-risk individuals. All this was done behind the curtains. JP Morgan used Palantir to spy on its own employees. The system tracked emails, browsing histories, badge swipes at doors, phone calls, basically every digital trace. At one point, JP Morgan Security even spied on their own executives without authorization. Palantir provides ICE with a system to track undocumented immigrants. In 2025, ICE is paying Palantir $30 million to create Immigration OS, a software that prioritizes deportation targets and tracks people who self-deport. Palantir touches everything without you knowing it. It took the company 17 years to turn a profit, first profitable quarter in 2022. But by 2025, Palantir is valued at $300 billion, on par with Bank of America. The German court ruled police couldn't use Palantir because it violated privacy rights. But in America, it's everywhere, from nuclear facilities to hospitals to battlefield targeting. And now Trump just made it bigger. March 2025, Trump issued an executive order requiring all federal agencies to share their data. Tax records, health info, everything. Palantir's Foundry is now integrating into DHS and HHS to make this happen. Palantir's CEO Alex Karp said their technology helped curb far-right movements in Europe. Now picture that same system scaled across the entire US government. A private company deciding what's a threat, and investors love this power. Palantir stock just hit record highs, outpacing the S&P 500. Trump's order accelerated Palantir from controversial startup to America's surveillance backbone. Now you tell me, what do you think about Palantir?